Well, a night on the town wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a night on the town wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a night on the town wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. And we'll roll the old. We'll roll the old. We'll roll the old. And we'll all hang on behind.
Ye fathers and ye sons, lap away your wives and daughters.
Hoist the colours, boys, for there be booty in these waters.
It's yo-ho-ho in a bottle of rum, a pirate's life till kingdom come. Double dingaroos, they were always after lyrics. Sure, they took a couple things, but never took things all too serious. They pillage and they plunder, underneath their sails of black. And live by the code, take all you can and don't give nothing back. Yo-ho, yo-ho, yo-ho.
Hey there, Uncle Odd here. Let's go on a walk, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to commit to me. How about this? That you'll go on a walk with me. When we do these cigar walks, you know, they're usually about 45 minutes maybe. You know, that's just a good brisk walk. How about instead of just sitting down and listening to me, that we earn our dinner together? So why don't you get your shoes on, grab a big fat stogie, go on a walk with me. Let's talk, okay? So you can pause it right here, go get your gear, and get your earbuds, and let's go talk a little crypto. What do you think? But first, a disclaimer. Greetings. Used to be named Uncle Odd, but now I'm known as Uncle Vigilante. And as you can see by the fact I'm wearing a gold chain with a Bitcoin on it, I'm kind of a big deal. Yeah, I'm a big deal. But there is one thing that my 43 attorneys that I just hired told me that I needed to say, which is a disclaimer. Don't take any of my advice. Don't take anything that I say on this show or any of my guests as sage counsel. Why? Because I don't know shit. We're back. Okay, man. So yesterday, what is it? What is today? Wednesday? I don't know the date, doesn't matter. But all I know is yesterday was a good day. The markets, the crypto markets, they were all impressively up. Now, check this out. I was so happy with how things ended up yesterday. You're not going to believe this. Uncle Odd's going full on, full on confession mode. You're my father subscriber. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. If you self-identify as an Uncle Vigilante,
by watching my previous video, you got a big, ginormous set of balls. So you can be my father subscriber. Father, it's been about, let's see, I'm 56. 56 minus 18 is what? You do the math. That many years since I've been to confession. Long time. And the only thing I really want to confess to you today, right now, is that yesterday was a good day in crypto. And I am violating every sensibility right now to check my Blockfolio app today. I'm going cold turkey. Cold turkey, baby. Because it's like Pavlovian. I just know I'm going to be bitch slapped. If I open up Blockfolio today, yesterday was such a good day, and I was up, you know. We were all up. I mean, if you're watching this, you know, I don't have to tell you a damn thing, do I? Yesterday was a good day. And, but man, this is a roller coaster of a ride. And that's why we talk. That's why we take these walks. And we talk each other off of the plank. Because we don't sell. Fucking sell. No way. But doesn't mean we have to subject ourselves to a kick in the nuts every other minute. So what's the over-under? What's the over-under that Uncle Vigilante is not going to launch his Blockfolio app at least once today? Give me the over-under in the comments below. I'll come back on another walk, and I'll tell you if I committed another sin. But yeah, that's my only sin, which is not checking my Blockfolio app. Yesterday, I hope all of you joined us at the party, the Pirate Chain party on Jaronism. If you go to Jaron's YouTube channel, Jaronism, you'll be able to see, it'll be quite obvious. The thumbnail will be quite obvious that you're at the right place. If you see, you know, things related to pirates and R, it was our multiple orgasm party. And it was great. Man, we had Captain Draith, who is the captain of the ship of the project, Pirate Chain, or he's one of them. I think he kind of corrected it. He seems like a humble guy and didn't want to be taking all the credit. I respect that about a man. And so I think he's just on the BSD team. And if you don't know what BSD is, Google it. Man, I hate that. I'm going over here. This bastard's gonna ruin my walk. Look at all that dust. Come on, dude. All right, we're gonna course correct here. All the dust is coming my way, bastards. All right. Sorry about that, but you know, in Jeff's world, Lucy almost gets hit by a car. You know, he takes care of business. Uncle Vigilante, when I'm going to walk into a, you know, 1930s Dust Bowl, I'm going to take action. But anyway, I say but anyway a lot. No, I recognize that. And we all have our issues, don't we? None of us are perfect. If you're perfect, okay? I want you to email me at theunclevigilante@gmail.com and I want to have you on the show. Because so far, I haven't met anyone who's perfect, but I don't know shit. Maybe it's just because I don't know you. But if you're perfect, come on the show. I'm not perfect. I spit. I smoke cigars. And I prefer talking about crypto than just about anything else. So I guess that makes me either imperfectly perfect or perfectly imperfect. You decide. But the show yesterday was a blast. We had a party, and that opening song by Crumb was just fantastic. Just go watch the opening. Dude is a serious talent. Guy, my heart goes out to him because he's a musician. He always earned his keep, his living as a musician. And then when COVID-19, okay, Jeff, I need your producers. You guys know how to fill in the rest of the blanks. When CV-19 hit, guess what was outlawed? Musicians. And no public to play to, no bands. And that sucks. But what did this young man do? Well, he figured out the system, and he realized that the electric companies, because of all the COVID-19 measures and what the government did, so, they gave the helicopter money. They basically said landlords can't evict. You can't shut someone's power off because they can't afford to pay the bills. So this young man decided to just, redirect those funds into cryptocurrency and specifically into ARRR when it was about 8 cents, I think. It's trading around $10 today. So I'm really happy for this young musician and very talented. He's going to do I'm going to work with him and his video buddy, and we're going to create something clever for an opening for the Uncle Vigilante show. But go watch the whole video. It was like a monster 3.5 hour long. So that would be a long walk. But why not you? Why not you? Get off your ass, go for a walk. Let's shed some LBs together. Come on, guy. Not that hard. I never run. I like to go to the gym, push around some weights, but I haven't been doing that lately because I've been so darn busy. But I can get my 90-minute walk in a day, and I like to be productive, so many times I will do one of these updates with you. So Captain Draith, he gave us some backstory on the founding of Pirate Chain, how it started, the purpose behind it, the vision ahead. It was very cool, very appreciative of his time. And I downloaded the full Node wallet and realized that until I go fix this, I'm kind of fucked. This is why you watch the Uncle Vigilante show. Because I'm not afraid to ask questions that others might not ask, or others, frankly, might not know to ask. Because it's been a puzzle. This full Node wallet, it's like when I downloaded it, I had one opportunity, it seemed, to get a seed phrase. So I'm used to all of these seed words, like 12 words, 24 words. There was no such thing with this thing. And so it was just one long alphanumeric phrase, of which I copied, I put into a note, one of your computer notes, and I printed it. He suggests laminating it. That's a good idea. But I have it in my fireproof bag. And I'm gonna, after talking with him, this is what I didn't know, is when I was trying to get coins from TradeOgre, as you guys can feel my pain, it starts processing, and then it keeps failing. And you're like, fuck. So one time I thought, oh, there's add a wallet. I'm like, okay, maybe there's just something wrong with this wallet. Maybe if I add a wallet inside the macro pirate treasure chest, it'll work. And lo and behold, it worked. I was like, okay, I get it. Now, from what I understand, it has nothing to do with the fact I added a new wallet. It has the fact to do that TradeOgre, what happens if you exchange Bitcoin on TradeOgre into ARRR, and let's say you have a thousand coins. You have to imagine, so you think when you withdraw it, that your 1,000 coins just gets on a bus and heads across the blockchain highway into your treasure chest or your wallet invisibly, because that's the beauty of these privacy coins. It's invisible. Nobody sees you get in the bus. Nobody sees you on the bus. Nobody sees you get off the bus. It's a beautiful thing. So you think that that's the process. It's not the process. What happens is your 1,000 coins go to the bus stop, and they stick their fingers, their thumb, up their dumper, and they just hang out. With all these other thousands of coins, they look around. Now they can't see them because they're all invisible, but you just know they're there. So the coins have their thumbs up their dumper, waiting to board the bus. Now, when a bus pulls up, 1,000 coins gets on, another 1,000 coins, and let's say that bus doesn't pull out until it has 100,000 coins. So while you're sitting there, with Cheetos in your lap, your Coca-Cola by your side, waiting for your coins to show up in your wallet, you don't realize that the coins have their thumbs up their dumpers. And they're just waiting to board the bus. Now, this douchebag last 1,000 coins, the person who is withdrawing that 1,000 coins, which filled the bus, the dumb bastard put in a wrong address. But the bus driver doesn't know that. So the bus driver says, all right, everyone, out of here. And they go, and he's going to drop off whichever coins at whichever wallet, invisibly, of course. Except, here's what happens. For whatever reason, he has to drop the dumb bastard's coins off first, the wrong address. And when he does, it basically gets the Heisman. For those of you who don't know what the Heisman is, it basically just gets a stop sign, like a fail. So the bus just Control-Alt-Deletes, everything goes back to TradeOgre, and you're not informed by an email, hey, some dumbass gave a wrong address, and that negatively impacts all of you, so your transaction failed. So that's as dumbed down as I can make it for myself, so that I'll understand it. Because I'm a visual guy, I have to see things in my mind for it to stick. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So it had nothing to do with me creating a new wallet. It's just that for whatever reason, the second time I withdrew coins, it worked because there was no dumbass on the bus. but it still took a long time because I had to wait for all these coins with their thumbs up their dumper to board the bus and go along with me. So that's Trade Ogre. I don't know if that's other exchanges that work that way. I don't know. But here's what I learned from Captain Draith is that every new wallet that I create inside there has its own private keys. So if I don't go to each one of those and right click and export a viewing key, which will begin with SECRET, secret, something like that, and copy, put those into a note and print it, then basically if I don't do that, no keys, no coins. My computer goes blue screen, I'm fucked. Fuck. And I haven't done it yet. I've just been so darn busy. But I'm going to do that later this evening. And what he suggests, though, so, you know, and I'm like, don't ever save anything on your computer. I hear that. So what he suggests is, yeah, don't save anything on your computer, but get a thumb drive, save, do the same thing with every one of your wallets, your master one, your sub wallets. You got to export the viewing key, the secret key. And I don't know how yet because I'm not behind my computer and I'm a visual guy. But just trust me. It's not just the master key in your full node wallet that's going to give you access to all the sub wallets if you have to restore it. You got to do it with each little wallet or folder or whatever the hell it is that you create. So that's good to know, isn't it, sports fans? That's kind of worth the price of admission of subscribing to the Uncle Vigilante channel. You know, it's really expensive to subscribe here, but it's worth it. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and share one of your favorite videos with 3 people. If you don't do that, look, I'm not going to come back and make you. But if you don't do that, just understand the universal mojo is going to work against you. So that's how we grow. That's how you support the channel. You know, don't ask for much. I hope you enjoy the content. But back to the viewing keys. So you do want to go through the process of getting a thumb drive, saving. So while you don't save, you know, you put them in your notes, right? Your note on your computer, you can create notes. And then you don't save them to your computer. You save them to the thumb drive. Do that to a couple of thumb drives. And then you encrypt the thumb drive. Don't ask me how. Listen to the video. I couldn't quite make out what he recommended, his favorite little thingy-majigger to encrypt, but we want to do that. So we'll figure that out. But then you keep that thumb drive in your safe, you know, in a fireproof bag, multiple places, so that if you have a catastrophic event, let's say somebody comes and figures out where your safe is and they take it, it's not bolted down, or I don't know, just have some redundancy. That's the message. Because at the end of the day, if this coin goes up to $5,000, you don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy that's like, yeah, I remember when I had X thousand coins, you know, at $3.25. I remember. Just gonna go this way. Right? Am I right or am I right, guys? So, listen to that video. You'll get a bunch of truth in there. It was a lot of fun. And speaking of Jaron, he is, I think, sorry everyone else, but I think Jaron is probably the best crypto consultant on the planet. And you know how I can tell? Because the market dictates that fact. If you go to jaronism.com/crypto and try to book a consultation with him, good luck. You'll see that he's booked out at least, I think, until July or through July. So what he's doing now, and this is very smart to be able to meet the demand, is he is having Friday night group consultations. So you can join for $30. It's an investment, not an expense. That's 3 pirate coins. I'm sure you can send it to him. To be able to know how to be able to get your fiat into a pirate chest. So I highly recommend that. Friday night group consultations, and he's awesome. Oh, I want to share with you something. So you guys know I've shared before. My strategy was to roll over my IRAs and 401ks into a self-directed LLC so that I could invest in crypto, and I did. If you go down in the link below, there's perpetual assets, and that'll link you to the guys that I kid tested, Uncle approved. They're awesome, and they'll walk you through how to do it. But even before that, let me tell you a little story. Fuck. #fuck. Don't #fuck in the comments, please. This is not a family show, but I don't want to fill the comments up with that. And speaking of comments, and speaking of direct messages, with the comments, first of all, you know, on a percentage basis, I think maybe there's one douchebag out there that's giving me a thumbs down. Everybody is giving me thumbs up, and I appreciate that. That means that I'm working for you. I'm delivering content for you, and you're liking it. So thank you. I really, really, really love the community we're building. Join my Telegram discussion, t.me/Uncle Vigilante, and then connect to the discussion group associated with that. I have a t.me/Uncle Odd, but I want the /Uncle Vigilante to be focused just on crypto. The /Uncle Odd deals with everything going on in this world that is making us is keeping us all somewhat out of sorts, or a lot out of sorts. Gosh, I think there are like 500 members in that one now, but very prolific in that discussion. I just don't participate much in it because Jan Eric does a really nice job keeping that discussion moving forward. And but the Uncle Vigilante, not a lot of people are in there, and that's okay. It's okay. Any incremental subscribers or followers or whatever you call them is just bonus for me. This channel is about documenting my journey and sharing with friends things that I'm figuring out. That's all. And I think there's a giant need for that, frankly. Where was I? Oh, so I wanted to say, I did have a pension plan with my first company, ARRR Donnelly, out of college, that it was matching. I think it was like, you put in $1,000, they'll double match it. So if you put in $5,000 that year, you had $15,000. So that was nice. That was back in the day when companies, did that. I think that would be very rare these days. But everyone obviously maxed out on that. Well, that just plodded along, and over the years it grew to over $250,000. And then I got the letter 2 years ago. Then I got the fucking letter. that said that whoever was managing the fund had filed Chapter 11. Gone. Just gone. Man, it sucked. So, after being depressed about that for a while, and, you know, coming to the conclusion that what the hell can I do about it at this point, I ended up, gosh, it was, I think it was like December. Yeah, it was December. And it was December when I got a letter saying, hey, just kidding. It was only part of the fund. So it was, I guess they had it separated. So anyway, it was like 170 grand of it was still preserved. And they gave an option, if you want to actually go ahead and liquidate it and withdraw it, check this box. And then it said, would you like tax taken out of it? So I said yes. And I took my tax rate and I put that in so that my net of the 170 was, I don't know, brought it down to like 120. So I'm like, cool, dry powder. And I forgot about it. And that's really a lot of what I used at the beginning of my crypto career to fund myself. So then I'm doing my taxes. My tax guy last week sent me my bill, and there was $17,000 that was like that I owe, and I'm like, where the fuck did that come from? I've been very careful. There's no way it's 17 grand. He said, dude, sorry. He said, that's early withdrawal. You know, you get the 10% pre-penalty fee when you take anything out of your IRA. So not only was I taxed on it, which I was cool with because I didn't want to, I'd be stupid to let them keep that money because they already filed Chapter 11 on a portion of it, right? Are you with me? It's not a bad decision, right? So I don't regret that decision, but I regret thinking about there's a prepayment penalty. But anyway, sometimes God is so providential and he's at work when you don't know it. Had a conversation with my accountant this morning, and he gave me some good news. And he said, Todd, in 2020, the government said that you could use your IRA or 401k, you could withdraw, pay the tax rate. I mean, not even pay the tax rate. You don't pay any taxes on whatever you withdrew to get through the year. And so, as far as they know, because of COVID. So as far as they know, I withdrew $170,000, and I am, because of that law, exempt from $100,000 of that. So I'm only taxed on $70,000, and I have to pay my let's just call it 30% tax rate. There's no state income tax in Florida, which is why everybody's moving here and why our house prices are just going up at a ridiculous rate. But and I have the 10% penalty, but now only on the $70,000 instead of the $100,000. So now my tax liability is going to go down. You know what that means? More dry powder. COVID-19. Okay. Gosh, you know, I wish I had Jeff's production team because they would insert that song in there next. So that's a little bit of joy. Oh, a lot of people are interested in Crypterns. I've talked about it. The CEO, Dustin Plantholt, I worked with him and his team for a couple of weeks preparing an investor's deck to be presented to my boss, because I know what we look for and the language. I helped him shape the presentation, and just a great group of guys. And so they made the presentation, then they presented to another individual. Both of them really like it. I don't know who's ultimately going to invest in it, but it's going to be, it's live now. It's if you go to crypterns.com and you want to become a Cryptern, then apply. You will be on the ground floor of something special, I'm telling you. So I'm thinking yesterday, you know what? This is going to be such an exciting company. Such an exciting company that is very, very real. I think it's going to change the world, frankly. We are going to be the go-to for talent for the entire cryptocurrency blockchain ecosystem. So I had this wacky idea last night that I wanted to get Dustin on the show next week, take about 90 minutes, and I'm going to interview Dustin, talk about how this idea popped in his head, how he went about building his team, give you some real insight into the mind of an entrepreneur that operationalized his vision. It's going to be very cool. You're going to want to watch it. So now, I haven't talked to him about this yet, but if you watch that interview, you'll see me. I doubt he's going to watch this, so you guys have some inside baseball here. What I'm really interested in is not just his vision, but I am going to ask for permission if I can have a 1-hour interview with everyone on his executive management team. So you have this guy named Gautam Gandhi, who's the president, who was freaking, chief information officer for the Federal Reserve recently, and he resigned that to come join Crypterns. If that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what will. Every single person on that team has this unique set of skill sets that will blow your mind, will absolutely blow your mind. We have on the team Mark. He is a former NFL stud football player. He played for Houston Oilers, and he played for New Orleans Saints, was on their Super Bowl winning team. And after he left the NFL, he's very much engaged with local communities and is the liaison with the NFL, with the Players Association. And there are so many NFL players who are getting into crypto, it's crazy. There is a NFL player, I have a shitty memory when it comes to names, but he's the first one who is taking his full pay in Bitcoin. I will try to find it and put a link below, because you'll want to listen to that interview. This young man can so clearly articulate the power of cryptocurrency. It's just crazy. It was such a good interview. I'll find it and I'll put it in the link below. But we'll get the endorsement, Crypterns will, of the NFL. And what they really like, another thing we want to do is there are a lot of grants out there to be able to positively impact recidivism. I can never say it. Recidivism, I think, which is, let's say that you're that guy. Let's say Uncle Odd when I was drinking, okay? Which, by the way, yesterday I picked up my 1-year chip. My body is very grateful. I don't miss alcohol at all. I have a way better life without it. So, motherfuckers, I got it before it got me. And it was really working on getting me. Progressive disease, alcoholism is. It just gets worse and worse and worse, and takes more to get you that initial buzz. And if you have an issue with alcohol or any kind of addiction, just know that there's help. You don't have to let it get you. You can get it. That spit was an exclamation point. That's what we'll do. I'll time them to where I'm trying to make a point, and that'll give me cover. But so what I want to ask Dustin is I want to interview everyone on his team, and everyone is going to have their own unique story. And the only place you're going to be able to see it is here on the Uncle Vigilante channel. And I'm going to turn it into a series, like the Michael Saylor series with Breed Love that you find, that I always encourage people. I think that's in the links below to go learn about Bitcoin and the power of money and the construction of money. And that Saylor series is awesome. So this is going to be a Crypterns series. And throughout that process, you guys are going to learn. You're going to get a really unique perspective and insight into the ground floor of a company. So think about if Uncle Vigilante was a thing back when Google was founded. And I was able to talk to every one of those executive members on the Google team at that early time. And you know how Google has changed history. Now it's used as a verb. You Google shit. Well, I believe Cryptern will go from a noun to a verb. So Crypterning the future. That's what this company is going to do. And you can be a Cryptern, man. You can go apply for a Crypternship. And there are companies who are donating grants to be able to fund Crypternships. And if you get a Cryptern, if you get Cryptern certified, then you can apply for one of those Crypternships. So imagine a lot of these projects being placed on one of those teams as a Cryptern. And it's going to be a paid Crypternship. Not a lot of money. I think it's like $750 a month they're budgeting for their Crypterns. But you go and you prove yourself, then you can get hired. So like, let's say in 6 months, they like what you do, they hire you, and part of the business model is Crypterns will get 10% of the first year's salary. So it is in Crypterns' best interest to invest in the Crypterns to make them smart mofos. Because everybody on this planet, every company on this planet is going to need a Cryptern to help make sense of this crazy world of blockchain and cryptocurrency. So I'm excited about that. Comments. Please be aware that there are people trying to imitate me, that it looks like it's me responding. I'm never gonna talk real personal to you and say, hey, I'm really working on this, and DM me, and if it's kid tested, uncle approved, the gateway to what I recommend is gonna be through a link below, not through me directly communicating with me. I had one guy yesterday, he's in the program, DAA program, and he said, yeah, I can't believe it, Jeff Berwick contacted me yesterday. And I said, no, he didn't. He gave me a screenshot of the Twitter, and it was Berwick Jeff 111. So I screenshot Berwick's real Instagram account, which is Berwick Jeff. And I said, yeah, no, he didn't. And he was like, oh, man. I said he didn't. you were just being teed up for a scam to where he's going to take your money. My little girl isn't looking at me right, so let me flip it around. Come on, honey. Capture my face. There you go. So, I'm never, ever going to try to contact you directly unless I already know you. But I just want you to be aware, because I don't want you to get scammed out of any money, man. So be smart. In the comments, especially as the channel grows, is going to be a breeding ground for scumbags. If you are someone in there who is negative, Uncle Vigilante suffers not those fools. I will ban you. You will get the ban hammer. I can't stand that. So it's okay to disagree with me if you do it politely, or, you know, but if anyone who is ever disrespectful, you're gone. Just no time for it, man. We're creating our own future in a positive way. Let's see. Oh, and the other thing is, I don't pen pal, okay? So if you reach out to me through a Telegram or anything and you're like, what's up? Or hey, Uncle V, and that's it, I'm not going to respond. I do not pen pal. I'm way too busy to pen pal, and I hope you can appreciate that. I hope you're too busy to pen pal. But don't take it personally, and I just have a lot of experience with this, guys. My dog, Zammy Pup, on Instagram has 42,000, I don't know, over 140,000 followers, and he's been at it for 5 years, and of course I'm the guy behind it. So I learned a long time ago what a time suck pen paling is. You want to be nice, but it's just, so I'm just telling you, because you're my family, man. If you're watching it, if you're watching this video at this stage, then you've hung in there because you enjoy my cigar walks, and I'm grateful for that. I am going to take a page out of Owen Benjamin's book. He's no longer on YouTube. He's been banned. He's over on unauthorized.tv. Highly recommend everyone go to unauthorized.tv and sign up. That's Vox Day is behind that, along with Owen and a bunch of other really smart people. Lot of content you will not find in mainstream news there. And that's where you'll find Owen doing his live streams. But what he did when he got, initially before he got deplatformed, they basically took away his super chats to where YouTube takes, I don't know if it's 25 or 30 or 40% of every super chat. And he's like, fuck that. And he gave people his P.O. box. And he's like, if you want to support the channel, let's go old school, man. Send me a care package. So a lot of people would send $5, $10, $1, and a lot of people just sent a letter of support. Just, you know, and he would read it on the air. And it got to where he had to dedicate a whole night to just opening up P.O. box packages. And it was just kind of like a Christmas Day party. Open it up, read the letters. And he always said, and I will say the same thing because I have a P.O. box now. He always says, if you do not want me to read this, say it right at the beginning of the letter or whatever you send. And he had people with just sick talents. Like this one guy made him, you know, he's a homesteader, a farmer now. Owen is. And he had a guy, I hope there are some bears listening to this. He had a guy who made a handmade crafted sword for him that just blew him away. You know, and that's what's cool, man. There's so many people with their own individual talents. And so look, there are no rules there. I'm not asking for anything. I'm just saying that if you do want to communicate that way, instead of me doing super chats and stuff, which frankly I don't like that. I don't like super chats because I'm not here to get your money. If you want to send me a nice cigar in the mail, awesome. Send it to Uncle Vigilante, 10861 Cross Creek Boulevard, P.O. Box 225, Tampa, Florida, 33647. So that's Uncle Vigilante, 10861 Cross Creek Boulevard, P.O. Box 225, Tampa, Florida, 33647. And you know what I'm also going to do? I'm going to include a link to my pirate wallet, an address for my pirate wallet. You want to send me a pirate coin? God bless America, man. You want to send me 100 of them? God bless America, Canada, India, China. I'm kidding. No, but we got to figure a way to support each other to where we're not relying on the system. If you watched the show yesterday, the multiple orgasm party, we did something fun. 4 of us put 5 coins on the table, and we made a bet of what on the closing of 12/31/2021, what pirate coin would be. We all wrote it on a sticky, and all at once we held it up, and whoever is closest gets the 20 coins. So that's fun. Mine was $88, and I was the lowest. I think Crumb had $243 or something like that. But I hope he's right, man. I hope he's right. He can take my 5 coins if he's right. If not, at $88, if I'm closest, 20 coins times $88, that's a nice little pot. And being the lowest, I hope it goes way above, but you know how hard it's going to be to get to $88, but maybe not. Apparently I'm wrong. So wish me unluck. I don't want to be the winner, because if it's under $88, I win. And I can honestly look you in the eye and say, I don't want to win this bet. But that was fun. So that is it for my walk. What I intend to do, this is what's going to be really freaking cool. Is what I intend to do is when I interview these people, after I'm done asking my questions, I'm going to drop the Zoom link in the chat. And then if somebody wants to come join our Zoom call, and I recommend use your video. Makes it fun. So we can put a face with a name. But if you want to join the video stream, it's going to be live stream. You'll be able to, and you can ask your own questions. I just think that's kind of fun. That's going to be really, really cool. So, yeah, don't tell Dustin. When I interview him, I'm going to ask the question if I can interview his team. I think he'll say yes. He's such a cool dude. He is the host of Bitcoin.com's podcast. So if you like podcasts, whatever you use, I'm an Apple guy. So I just have my podcast that I subscribe through, and I listen to a lot of podcasts when I walk, or when I cook, or when I'm not comfortable inside my own heads, guys. I don't like being with just myself. Excuse me, I gotta drop off my cigar in the drain. My gift to the environment, because sewer drains need cigars too. But what was I even talking about? Damn, what was I? Just went Jeff Berwick on you. I love that man. Our Lord and Savior, Jeff Berwick, peace be upon him. Our Lord and Savior of crypto, Jeff Berwick, peace be upon him. That's how I think we should all address him right now, because he and Raphael have turned so many people into fortunes. You can go into the description below and click on the link to Dollar Vigilante. Become a subscriber. Cheap is expensive, man. You want to get rich? Subscribe to Dollar Vigilante and Crypto Vigilante. That's all I'm going to say. Rest is on you. Cheap is expensive. They're the ones that said get into pirate. I think Raphael recommended it at 13 cents. You know, back in November. So we're a half year from then. And went from 13 cents to, it went up to $17 and something. So cheap is expensive. Subscribe. They rock. Okay. I am going to, oh, my dog is being taken for a walk. Hey, little Lexi. Hey, little Lexi. That's one of my dogs right there. Hi, Vlada. Hi, little Lexi. Oh, did you pick something up? Did you pick something up? Oh, my goodness. Well, hi, little Lexi. Did you pick something up? Oh, you're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. Oh, I accidentally shut it off. But anyway, that's it, guys. I'm done. Wishing you guys a great day. Cheers.